Right now, we are still waiting to find out if former President Donald Trump and his claims that he will be arrested today will come true.
The former president is being criminally investigated in Manhattan for his involvement in a hush money payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels. Over the weekend, Trump called for his supporters to protest the arrest today. Intelligence bulletins obtained by ABC News warn of a significant increase in threats and general violent rhetoric and say some of Trump's most ardent supporters are still willing to fight on his behalf. Experts say the payment to Daniels may have violated campaign finance laws. Trump's legal team saying that he paid Daniels to protect his family. And fencing has gone up around the Capitol in Washington, D.C., and metal barricades at the courthouse in Manhattan, where the grand jury will decide on any potential charges. ABC News is reporting that grand jury is expected to reconvene tomorrow. A political science professor at Florida Atlantic University tells us that according to the U.S. Constitution, regardless of how this New York investigation pans out, it would not bar Trump from running for president in 2024.
And we also are monitoring Donald Trump's private plane, which remains, as you can see there, at Palm Beach International Airport. If we hear any plans of it taking off to New York or anywhere else, we'll be sure to update you on air and online. Of course, all day we've seen those Donald Trump supporters outside of Mar-a-Lago on Palm Beach.
Angela Rozier joining us now live from near the estate with what we know about the crowds there today. Angela?
Well, Tiffany and Shane, I can tell you the crowd's still here. You can see right behind me dozens of supporters here, supporters for former President Donald Trump here outside Mar-a-Lago today. No word on how long they plan to be here. Now, most of those supporters are dressed, as you can see, in red, white, and blue, and they're lined up along Southern Boulevard right outside his home. Now, some people showed up with megaphones in today chanting Trump in 2024. Most are carrying flags and signs that read, "Trump loves America, Trump save us." Now, crowds have been here on and off after hearing claims that he is expecting an indictment out of New York. And with each passing day, that crowd continues to grow. Now, I talked to one woman who told me that she loves Trump. Another showed me her sign that read, "It's not Trump they want, it's you. He's just in their way." Now, we've also seen a strong law enforcement present out here today. Members of the Palm Beach Police Department are here. They are keeping a close eye on the crowd and making sure traffic continues to flow. Now, I can also tell there have been no reports of any incidents out here today. Also told the crowd expected to grow throughout the night. Reporting live on Palm Beach, Angela Rozier, WPBF 25 News.